Gaurishankar Conservation Area and Rolwaling Valley spreading within its premises, located in northeastern region of Nepal, along the Tibet border between Langtang and Sagarmatha mountain ranges. Trekking route to Rolwaling Valley to the shores of the glacial lake Tso Rolpa remains relatively little known among trekkers, compared to such popular in Nepal routes as Annapurna Circuit Trek, Everest Base Camp Trek, Gokyo Lakes Trek, etc. This may be due to the lack of available for viewing 8000 at its highest points. Instead of this, shores of glacial lake Tso Rolpa offers impressive views of the nearby peaks of Rolwaling massif, Chobutse in the northeast, Chukima Go in the south, and Bigpre Go-Shar in the southeast. Located at an altitude of 2,890 meters above sea level, Dongang Lodge and campground will be convenient to make a stop there for acclimatization. After Dongang, the trail leads through the coniferous forest of Himalayan pines and cedars to the bridge, the opposite slope of Rolwaling Valley. Crossing the bridge, the trail goes to a winding climb, after which there will be no longer any sudden changes in altitude, and the section of the trail to bedding could be considered easily surmountable. Bedding is notable for its Buddhist monastery Sangak-Choling that consider it the main spiritual center in Rolwaling Valley, responsible for preserving the traditions of Tantric Buddhism. The very name Rolwaling means a furrow cut by a plow. According to a legend, the valley was created by the great Tantra teacher Guru Padmasambhava, and it's one of the 8 biyus in Tibetan Nyingma school of Buddhism. This is the name of the hidden from the eyes of outsiders places, where the spiritual and the physical worlds intersect.
I left Beijing about 2 hours ago and now on the way to Naga Village. The altitude of this point is higher than 4,000 meters, I guess, 4,100 meters. Naga Village is supposed to be 4,200.
A few kilometers before reaching Na Village, on the trail is a gate with praying bells, and up to the slope of Tangnan Go peak, one can see a rock painting of Guru Rinpoche, which marks the cave temple of the great Tantra teacher. The influence of religious tradition on the daily life of the inhabitants of Rolwaling Valley remains significant even nowadays. In particular, there is a ban of any intentional deprivation of life of living beings, including hunting and cattle slaughtering. Even in September, which considers a favorable season for trekking in Rolwaling Valley, in afternoon often happens a thick fog, and in the second part of the day could be rainy. Fortunately, along the entire route are shelters where trekkers can wait out the bad weather, but going straight out from the paths even in thick fog is unlikely. From the gate with prayer rails to Na Village is still about 1.5 kilometers. On approach, trekkers are greeted by a group of several stupas lined with white stones, on which depicted the same mantra in Tibetan script, Om Mani Padme Hum. The chaotic layout of Na Gaun settlement less resembles a typical Himalayan village with usually a single street. Instead, it looks like a cellular maze formed by the multitude of cattle pens, the walls of which are composed of lichen-covered cobblestones without mortar. The houses of local residents, several guest houses, lodges, as well as a smaller temple are integrated into this maze. There are no streets as such, instead, passages between the pens are left in some places, blocked if necessary by horizontal poles. The trail from Na Gaun to Tsho Rolpa Glacial Lake begins just beyond the bridge at the very end of the settlement. Then the trail goes along the river, on the opposite from the settlement side of the valley, and after crossing the river again, leads to a long ascent. The streams of Rolwaling river flowing out of Tsho Rolpa Lake doesn't look very powerful in autumn season. However, in spring, when glaciers melts, it floods a significant part of the food plain. If the dam of natural origin on the lake breaks through, this river could flood the entire valley and also cause a catastrophic flood of Tamakosha river, into which it flows.
right behind the camera, and what you can see as a background is Rolwaling Valley. At the end of the trek I reached Tsho Rolpa Lake. Altitude of this point 4 kilometers, 580 meters approximately. Right behind my back located a radio station, and here rests like a tea house. So this trek is almost completed for me, but I have finally to reach another one point. It's also a smaller lake, it calls Dudh-Kunda, located about 2.5 hours by boat from this location. So I hope I can complete the whole task today, and tomorrow I will go down. Here is a quite steepy mountain slope, but I'm almost past it. So a few hundred meters down and I will see the lake. Lost a bit in this glacier, but now I found the pass, so on the way back.
Tso Rolpa Lake also serves as the starting point on the way to Tashilaptsa Pass, which lies to the southeast. The pass is one of the highest in Nepal's Himalayas, 5,700 meters above sea level. It leads to Khumbu Valley into the territory of Sagarmatha National Park.